Okay. Boom. Everything going? Oh, microphone. And away we go. Waka, 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 waka. Yeah. I'll have to see how this all turns out. Happy New Year. Doesn't tell me who that is, but Happy New Year to you. Ah, now it says it's Sharon. Happy New Year, Sharon. Oh, shit. That occurs to me. I'm checking the internet speed right now. See how it's going to go. Great upload. 51 megabytes per second. That's a bit. Normally it's around 40. And we have an upload around 15, so we're going to have a good show tonight unless something changes in the next couple of minutes. It's in reverse. Hang on a second. All right, I'll see if I can fix that, Mr. Robert. How's that? I'm getting better at this. Okay, I fixed the reverse. Still have a focus problem. I got some stuff going on in the background. One of my friends is doing a wonderful, doing an absolute wonderful benefit, I guess you'd call it, for musicians tomorrow. And I've been trying to collect enough information on this side over here. Sorry. On this side over here on this computer screen, so I can talk a little bit about it. So hang on a second. I'll be right back. Well, I'm not really leaving, but you know what? I'm going to have to fake it. I'm glad you're okay, Robert. I got to admit, you made me a little nervous. You know, I'm kind of used to talking to you every couple of days. So. Hey, minute and 38. We have sound. We have decent internet. Tonight's going to be a really good show. I got a lot to talk about, so prepare. Get a cup of coffee. Buy yourself a scotch. Whatever it takes. Wow, and 9 viewers. That's kind of scary. Normally, if I have 5, that's a big deal. So, waka 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 waka. I'll explain that, maybe. Oh, volume. No, I seem to have volume here. I've got volume on my screen, Candy. Hope you can hear it. Although, you know, maybe not. Inquiring minds want to know. Check internet, check mic, check battery. I think we're okay. Now we're back to reversed. Now, you know what? I'm just going to have to live it. Oh, maybe not. Hello, Facebook and all the world. David our day here. Happy New Year. We survived 2020. Man, was it a mess. Uh, we truly now have 2020 hindsight. Seems like it was just yesterday that it was 2020, and it seems like it was last year that I did my last show. So let's get to it. Tonight, besides the cheesy live jokes, we're going to talk about what this show is now and what it's going to become. I'm going to talk about your resolutions, and I'm going to talk about my challenges with the coronavirus. So let's get to it. And a happy new year. What about 2020? What about 2021? What is it that made 2020 seem so long? It wasn't just the isolation. It wasn't just the corona. It was all of us. But we did get some good things done. We certainly have come together. We've gotten things together here, and because I've spent a lot of time in my own head, I've thought a lot about what it is that I want this show to be. I've kind of struggled with that over the years. I've tried interviews. I've tried on Tuesdays. But really it comes down to I just want a place where a couple of times a week, you and I, all my friends, can just kind of hang out. I want it to be positive. I want to talk about the things that are good in our lives, share some stories, do the good stuff, reconnect with our friends, do that. Just have a place, like the old water cooler, or when we used to hang out, we all used to hang out in a coffee shop. I want this to be that place. I want to be a place where we can share our triumphs, our successes. I want to talk about the good things that are going on. I'll continue to try to avoid being political. A little hard for me because sometimes I find it a little odd that people don't do what seems to make the most sense for even their own selves. But I'm going to be really positive. We're going to talk. I'll ask some questions on Facebook here and there. We'll talk about those results. And you're not actually supposed to see me at the moment. So I'm going to, well, you know what? Here you go. Hang on. You're supposed to see the cartoons. But if you want to look at my face, I don't understand that. But I did get a new hairdo. I needed one. As we'll talk about later, I spent a little time all not being able to go out. So this is going to be a place where we can hang out, share some good vibes, a brief positive break from all the crazy, some of which we have generated ourselves. Catch up, like at the break room at work, or in the parking lot in the grocery store. I really miss that. So it's a community of friends just checking in once or twice a week. What do you think? Does that sound good? I hope so, because that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully some people will join us. And if not, it'll just be our buddies. We have a pretty good group that show up here and there most weeks, most times. So let's talk about our New Year's resolutions. I forgot. If 2020 was a cocktail, Aaron Nolene probably made it, and then he dropped it. So here we go. Yeah. All right. So I put up this image here, and I asked the world, I said, inquiring minds want to know about your personal resolutions for 2021. I'm not really a big resolution guy. I often say that I resolve not to have any resolutions. They don't work for me. I end up breaking them. So much better for me to plan a little bit ahead, try to get some done. But let's talk about what we heard from our friends. My friend Robin just said she wanted it to be better. And boy, isn't that. For me, I wanted to have fewer grammatical errors. See what I mean by not necessarily having it? Our good friend Miguel Wuco said that he would like to have hair like this horse. Yeah, maybe not, Michael. You could let it grow. I've never seen you with hair longer than maybe an inch. So maybe if you let it grow out, it'd look like that. You don't know. Probably the funniest response was from my old high school friend Tammy Schoonover Skaggs. She said she's going to lose 500 pounds and then slowly eat her way back to a healthy weight. uh, like me, Vivian and Jimmy the Pipe, Joanne and Jackie, they just don't make resolutions at all. I can understand that. Certainly makes some sense. Boy, but if there's a year to make resolutions for things to be better or to make some changes, this is the year. Uh, Jackie specifically said, I never make New Year's resolutions. I go with the flow. It makes it more interesting and no pressure to stick to my resolutions. I see that the good Tina Borton also doesn't make resolutions. That's a fairly common thing here. Oh, I got double pictures here. Yeah, I'm having trouble with this whole picture thing. There, back to one. Fascinating. So, Roberts said to himself he was going to lose 15 pounds, and at the beginning, I only have 35 pounds to go. that's rather funny. Yeah. Oh, Max Anthony is in Cancun. If you were one of his friends, you will notice that he did a little bit of vacationing on the beaches of Cancun. Oh my goodness. I also wish I was here, and I wish you were beautiful. All right. So, Michael, he's kind of philosophical. He wants peace, love, happiness, and for everybody to stay safe and to have a happy new year. Somebody can't hear me. I don't know why. Everybody, it's showing up over here. It's probably that Mexican connection. Or maybe, no, I'm not going to go there. All right, guys. This one's going to be, I said it's going to be light and easy. This one isn't entirely light. But those of you who watched the show on Tuesday, I told you that I got the COVID. It was my Christmas present. Christmas morning, I woke to an email from Central District Health and Primary Health telling me that I had acquired the COVID. I was pretty sure that the Rona was my friend already because I had gotten a deep chest cold. I was having a little trouble breathing. Not too bad, not certainly. And let me tell you right now, I'm fine. My wife is fine. Let me get that right out. I'm going to be great. I've had a little bit of fatigue, and today, for some reason, I've had a little bit of vertigo and wobbly. So if I fall off the chair, somebody please call my wife and have her come down and give me mouth to mouth. That would be good. So I want to know what it is about people having stigma. It says I've got sound over here, and I can hear it. So I'm sorry what's going on with the sound. I really don't know. Candy had trouble, and then looks like Sharon's having trouble. All right, hang on a second. I'm going to see if I can fix the sound. Okay, I do have a sound, so I don't have any idea what's going on, guys. Sorry. I don't know. Some of you have sound, some of you don't. As you know, if you are a regular watcher of this podcast, I often don't have a clue. My microphone's telling me on. I'm hearing it over here on this speaker, so Miguel thinks I sound perfect. It shows you his amount of taste. So, here we go. So, there's been a stigma. I don't get it. If we don't let people know how invasive this virus is by letting everybody know what's going on, then it just perpetuates the hoax because everybody doesn't know anybody has COVID. So how can it be true? Well, I got to tell you, I had it. Wasn't easy. I'm really glad I'm on the mend. My wife's had it even tougher. She had to quarantine from her work. I'm going to turn this back down, guys. She had to quarantine for 14 days because that's the health and welfare's requirement. So she didn't go back to work till Monday. I don't have a lot of work, so I have been pretty much staying at home. I did finally end up going out and getting the groceries and that sort of thing. So there you go. So I'll tell you, it's real, not a hoax. It ain't fun. I'll be in line to take the vaccine as soon as I can, but it's pretty scary. A pair of my neighbors went to the hospital, and only one of them came back. And it's really sad because when I walk my dog, the gentleman who lost his life had a perfectly immaculate, beautiful late 80s pickup truck that he always kept in perfect shape, washed, and it's slowly but surely getting dusty and covered with leaves. It's real. Pay attention. Wear your mask. Stay safe. Distance. All that sort of stuff. My wife and I were talking before the show. I don't know how you could have done more than we could. We were pretty good. I did go to a coffee shop now and then, but I didn't get it. She did. It could very well be that she picked it up someplace from her work because she absolutely has to be out there. She works for health and welfare. It's important for her to help keep. She works in elder care, so it's long-term care. So it's really important for her to go to work. And unfortunately, she got it. I will tell you that it was great what CDC or CDC, Central District Health, CHC, CDH, Central District Health. They called me the day I got my results, and they asked me if there had been anybody who I had been in close contact with. I ended up contacting that person who probably still on here. He went out and got tested. So far, he's been negative. It was really, really good how they did. And then again, towards the end, basically, we kind of established what my quarantine period. They came in and they told me, hey, you're off quarantine. We do success that you still limit your outside, whatever you want to call it, contact as much as possible. I'm glad I live in a state where they pay attention, and I was able to follow up with them in that contact. I'm on the mend, still mostly isolating, got a little fatigue, but it is wonderful. So, I got to talk about something really cool. Just popped up on Facebook. What I was doing, I was scrambling here, so. Lots of you know my friend Mike Rogers. Mike Rogers is just one of those honestly good human beings. You may have noticed a few weeks ago I posted somebody broke into his shop, stole his guitar, may have been politically motivated, but he got his guitar back. And he had saved up a couple of $1,000, and he tried to give it to a group called the Hive. They wouldn't take it, so they decided to set up a food bank for musicians. Boy, of all the groups that I know of, including the artist, the musicians have probably been the hardest hit. Musicians and those people that support them, like the riggers and the sound guys and even the bartenders and the event coordinators and that sort of thing. Those people who need more than 10 people to get together have been devastated by the lockdowns, the coronavirus, and just people's general, even if you opened it up, you probably wouldn't get me to go to a bar right now. I'm just not one of those. So the number of people available to see live shows has dramatically reduced, may be forever reduced. So Mike, goodness gracious, has been so good. He's gotten his friends together, and tomorrow at 3907 Custer Drive, if you're a musician or a person in the industry, then between noon and 2, go down and pick up a bag of groceries. I know it's hard. Hard for any of us to accept charity, but these are tough times. And, a sack full of groceries, if nothing else, it's just an amazing gesture. So I want to thank my friend Mike Rogers. I have posted this. Please, it's on my feed. You can share it from there. Share it around. Get the word out. This is a cool thing. This is really a cool thing. It makes my heart full, and it's exactly the sort of thing that I want to do on this show. So I want to talk again about what I want this show to be. I want this show to be a positive place where we can all hang out, share some good stories. You guys can give me a little trouble here and there, insult me now and then. Do what it is that we do that makes it so well. Look at that. Max, I tell you what, we are very, very jealous of you sitting on that beach. So I hope that I'll toast your margarita to my cup of coffee. That's a grand life you lead. But I will tell you Yeah, maybe. I will tell you that Max Anthony is one of those guys that knows how to work hard and play hard. He's a good friend. He's a good man. One of the things that's the most wonderful about this crazy thing I do a couple of times a week is I get a chance to hang out with all you wonderful people. So please, in the comments and a private message, if you've got something you want to share, something positive, something you want to talk about, please, please, please let me know. And I need to explain this. A few of you know that I at one time, in the before times, decades before the before times, owned a video game arcade. There aren't very many people around who remember, but my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful daughter, Alyssa, bought me this Pac-Man for my Christmas present, and I thought it was so adorable that I would share it all with you. Life is good. Life is very good. This is a great place to be, and I love the daylights out of all of you. So please keep coming back. So, as the sunset sets on 2020, and we see this 2020 opportunity for things to get better, man, oh man, we need to stick together. We need to hang out on Tuesdays and Fridays. And please, 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 check out my work on Tuesday. I'm going to have a complete update on the book. I've been neglecting it here, guys. I'm sorry. I've been doing a whole bunch of work. So, what do you say we call, let's say we get rid of 2020 and kick off 21 and come on back. Day by day. Call these a day's life. I am so happy to be able to call all of you my friend. Happy New Year, my friends. I'll see ya. I'll see you next week. I'm out.